Hello. So I'm just going to do a little bit here and show you. I've already cut the pieces for the book. And what I was doing was taking just a little bit of sandpaper, and where the edges are kind of a little bit rough, you just knock it down a little bit so you've got a little more of a smooth edge. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just didn't like all the little things hanging off on the sides, because when you glue it, it is going to get into the glue and stuff too. It just gives it more of a nice even look. I mean, granted, this is going to be covered up with the material, but it doesn't, it's still, it's a little bit of something to do. So this is like the first step. So I've got chipboard is cut front and back, spine. And when you're cutting chipboard, you'll find you've got two ways on chipboard. It's either bendy or it's not bendy. So you want to cut it where it's not bendy. So this would have been, my big piece of chipboard, the whole thing. It's 8.5 by 11. I ordered it off Amazon. I don't remember, there's like 50, I don't know, I think there's 50 sheets of it or something. But so when you get it, you're gonna see how it's really bendy that way, and this way it's not. This way is actually this lengthways. So then that's what I do, is I measure it out. I think it was a 6 inches and 3 marks. Yes, 3 marks. It's not, it's less than 6.5. And then you cut that off. Save this for later, because you always cut everything. You always use stuff. And then you get your front and their back. And then the next thing I did was I positioned my fabric how I wanted my dragons to look. I think this is the one where I wanted those guys a little bit, yep, like that. So on this side of this is what you're going to be gluing down, is this stuff here. And you're going to pull it taut, very taut when you're gluing. When you get that glue on there, you're going to be working that fabric down into that glue. And like I showed you in that earlier video, it sticks, like a lot sticks. So yeah, it's, kind of a thing. That was the first one that I was doing, so that's a learning process. That's why I always like to make some samples before we get into class, so I can know what y'all are going to come up against. Me doing it, I just grunt and groan and keep on going and do my thing. But teaching the class is a little bit different, because oh no, don't do it that way, because you're going to mess up. So, and I'll show you why that one did that in a minute. So, but yeah, so then you do that, and then on our workshop, this is what we're going to use for the spine. Get him down there situated here. So, and I'm not going to glue, I'm going to glue these in the class. I'm not going to glue these down right now, but that's going to be, and the same thing, same process. You're going to have edges. So that's going to be the spine. This here is going to go on the front, and this one's going to go on the back. So let me show you. This is the book I did. I finished. So here is the front. And these are big books. The paper, I got it from a wonderful company in France. She makes all the paper, hand makes the paper. It feels so nice. So That's the front. This is your spine. And what we're making is a floating spine. So when it's open, see how the spine is away from the book itself, so it'll lay flat. And then there's the back. And then we are finishing, I've got, I need to, corner pieces. And everybody can pick out what colors they want. This one's the copper I put on here because I thought the copper looked really good with this. And this is Aboriginal fabric I found in Alamogordo at a place called Pins and Needles. They have some amazing fabric. And then this one came from there too. And I like this because it doesn't have the third line, but to me it looked like a Zia. And so I thought it was pretty. And then the inside, and I did buy some more paper yesterday at Michael's because you need 2 pieces of 2 pieces of 12 by 12 page paper because you're going to do front and back. And what I did on this, if you can see right here, see this. The pages are all those natural rag edges. So what I did was when I got this glued down into here and brought it up, before I glued it down, I tore it up across the top. So then that way, when the book is like this, you don't see this straight white page like sticking out above all the pretty edges. I didn't want that. And I did the same thing over here. And then there's the inside. This is where we'll put our protection sigil, because you don't want to put it on the front there. If you want, we might even leave that one blank and put it on that one, just because. I don't know. And then you, oops. And then you put the one back here too. And then we do put our own bookmark in there. And the bookmark is actually glued to the spine. Put this one over here. So this is what we're working with. We're working with signatures. And these are the signatures that I bought from the lady in France. And they're beautiful pages. The pages feel nice. It's a very nice linen rag paper. But this is where we're going to, I have muslin, and we're going to put that over that to give the spine some strength. And then on top of that, then that's where we'll glue the ribbon for your bookmark. And, you know, I've got several different colors people can choose from. But I have one space left, which is really good. This has been a really good turnout for this workshop, and I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. See you later.